All right, here we are at the Texas Coalition Against Data Centers, Texas Connect, our chat with TA. We've been on location before, and we're going to try something a little different today. We want to kind of get you familiar more maybe with us. We've had some really exciting folks that I definitely want to make famous, Bill and Steve, along with a few others, but Bill and Steve for sure. And I've seen Steve on multiple platforms. He likes to say, oh, we're Chinese. Take a good look. Not Chinese. Sorry, Bill. Sorry, Steve.
We're
And
also not agents of the Chinese Communist Party. We have no additional outside funding from actually any source, if we're being completely transparent. We are both Texans,
yeah, not in Scotland either.
not in Scotland.
Just thought I'd throw that out there. I was told I was in Scotland because of my background picture. I guess you can be anywhere you want to nowadays with a background picture, and they will accuse you're there.
I was just told I was fake.
Oh,
so
you were just fake? Okay.
I'm just
Well, at least
I just
I'm
don't
real.
exist.
See, you can touch me.
in Texas, though.
in Texas. But we might want to try to kind of address how we got here, and not by car. More like, let's go back to when they started talking about data centers in the media and things like that with Sam Shaw and the Waco Bridge story breaking. And that's kind of how we met up. And then it seemed like there was a much bigger pieces that were floating around and everybody talking about them. My background, if you will, because everybody wants to know where you came from.
To make sure that you're not fake or a member of the Chinese Communist Party.
So the easiest way to describe it is I'm like most of all y'all. Y'all got multiple people in your family. You got a very diverse background. I mean, you're probably like I am. They've done a lot of stuff. Some of the family got here in Burke Burnett, during the original oil boom. And some of them were born on one side of the state in Oklahoma, and some were born in Texas, even though they were in the same family. It's because of the way the property line moved and the house line moved and things like that. And we all know how the Oklahoma oil boom went. That was a disaster, which looks much like, if you parallel it with history, and you're a historian out there, you may probably agree with me, it's pretty much doing the same thing the data centers is, and that turned out very drastic. Had to be the governor intervene and National Guards and the Texas Rangers. We don't want none of that, by any means. Some of the other relatives were in Ellis County up at Waxahachie. I've had relatives on both sides of the fence, much like probably your family. Some are law enforcement, some are outlaws, some are businessmen, some are CEOs, some are lawyers, some have been teachers. So I did kind of the same thing. Worked for the local, state, and federal government agencies, and professor, teach some classes, and / instructor. So I've worked while I did the local, state, and federal agencies was enforcement type thing. So been around a lot of the legal terms and helping do regulations and writing draft and policy. So some of this looks a little odd to me of what's going on. So you can call me just TA.
Yep, and I'm Miriam. Similarly, my family's been in Texas for a long time. One half is from East Texas, been there for a long time, moved a little bit over towards the Corsicana Berry area. The other half of the family came from Michigan and then married into ranchers and farmers. And I grew up in San Antonio, Texas. So I've gotten to see kind of the big picture on large tech, on things like that. And I've been working in the foster care and anti-trafficking field for a long time. So if you're not familiar, big tech has a lot of adversaries beyond just the data centers. There's a lot more to it than that. But like TA, I've seen a lot of the legal process on addressing these issues. I've seen a lot of stuff around the way that they're infiltrating communities and into young people's lives, and that was a personal issue. And then come around 2022, saw a big crypto mining facility move in near my grandparents, and that kind of brought in this whole new dynamic of the resource grab that's occurring in our state. And then working, this spring, when I met TA, was when I was working on a political campaign for a Republican candidate, which brings us to another fun dynamic within this conversation of politics, Republicans, Democrats, everyone in between, and how the data center issue has kind of united everybody on all fronts. Even though we see a bunch of people trying to tear that apart right now. But
yeah, so literally at this point, kind of gave you a little bit of the background. That's me, but family tradition, farm and ranching. So multiple jobs. You can't get away from your family business. So like a lot of people in Texas, we're farm and ranchers, and you can't always make it on just farm and ranching. You have to have another job. And so, therefore, we have a farm and ranch. So this topic is very intensified to me as far as the farm and ranching thing, especially with the 18,000 farmers being out of jobs. Right. And that's before big tech came along, which is the person that we're talking about. I mean, we clearly, party lines are okay to talk about if you want to, but big tech is pretty much I hate to say, in campaigning and giving money and funds to both politicians, both sides. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah,
it's kind of like you go into Las Vegas and there's red and black, and you put money on both of them. I mean,
it's exactly like that.
So at this point, we got to understand. Follow the money and see who's behind big tech, and that's another topic for another day. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But we just want to say, I'm Miriam.
I'm TA.
And we're the Texas Coalition Against Data Centers. This is our website. When you're on the website, you can see a couple different things. You'll see articles by us. You'll be able to read articles by other network people. You'll be able to go to the Don't Drain Texas website, where you can find resources for your area. We also have a resource page where you can find how to take action on your specific issue. If they're building on a cemetery, if they are needing a petition, if you're needing to submit public comment and you're unfamiliar with the process, we have all of those things listed on our website. There's a couple of different, this one's called the Data Center Fight Guide, and it walks you through starting up your own coalition for your local area. Most of you are probably more familiar with us through our Facebook page. Same name, Texas Coalition Against Data Centers. You can reach us on either place. But one more time, just a special shout out to Bill
and Steve, because I got a question in regards to Bill and Steve. When I looked at their profiles, I mean, you looked at my profile, it only seems fair, it's out there. I didn't see much information about you guys, where you're at, where you're located, and clearly Bill and Steve are pro data center people. We will acknowledge that. So he said I was getting funding by China. I'm curious, Bill and Steve, who's backing y'all? The Data Center Coalition that are all big tech companies? I mean, what's your motivation on why you want it?
Feel free to tell us that in the comments. We're going to do some more videos, but we wanted to introduce ourselves and let you guys know that we are
tangible, real people, and a lot of y'all know who we are. And I've worked all over the state of Texas, the United States, been to foreign countries, other places. So a lot of you know me when you see me. So, I mean,
yeah,
y'all have talked to me in private, in person, way before data centers. So if you know me, shout out there, and I'll see you in the comments too.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll make another video soon.
Kind of.